What's up, you guys? I wanted to play around with makeup, and what better excuse than the fact that I owe you guys a try-on of the Eyescream beauty bag items featured for the month of June. Yes, girl. So the unboxing is already live. Go check it out. The box unboxing and makeup look with those items is already live, and that look was fire. But today we're gonna play around with the 4 items featured in the $13 bag, and we're gonna play around with this palette, and we're gonna see what I come up with, because at this point, I really want to try the duochromes. The mattes are like really vibrant. I don't know. Oh, let's play around. We're gonna start off with the sheet mask, which, you know, for like $4 or $5, Beauty Creations, no mija. You could technically go to like Five Below and get really good sheet masks by is it Freedom? Free something is the brand, for like $2, and they're actually really good. So no. Honestly, I'm so glad the camera is on. Otherwise, I don't think anyone would believe me. What's it? Ugh. Is that mold? Hold on. Let me check the whole baggie. Maybe there's something in there. No, it's empty. And obviously it's empty, but I'm looking at the edges and there's nothing in there that would have stained this. I'm just hoping it's not a bug that got smushed in there. I was so excited to... That's mold. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Listen, this is what I have to get off camera, wash my hands really well before touching my face. I'm gonna put this in a Ziploc bag and throw it out. That is disgusto. I'll be right back. Okay, so being that there was mold in the mask, I'm gonna go ahead and just use my Watermelon Glow Serum by Glow Recipe, which this is like my 3rd one and it's almost done. I have another one, I have a backup. You know, I won't let myself run out. Here's the thing, and yes, that was so nasty. I'm so glad I picked it up on camera. Here's the thing, it's really not on Eyescream Beauty. It is unfortunate that the product was featured in their box, but it's a sheet mask. You can't see through to it, so you wouldn't know exactly the condition of the product until it's opened. Like, you have to open the seal. So for me, it's really on Beauty Creations. And it's funny because prior to me realizing that it was in that condition, I did say I did not think it was worth $4 or $5. You're better off going to Five Below and getting a $2 mask. So I still mean that. Obviously, I put an extra stamp on it after seeing what I saw in that mask, but it's on Beauty Creations. When you create product, you need to make sure that everything is created in a super sanitary way and avoiding bacteria. If there was some sort of mold in there, which there was, it is very evident that there was some sort of germ and or bacteria that particular mask was exposed to. But also, what if it wasn't, right? What if there was no germ or bacteria? The other option or possibility would be that they did not maintain the product in the proper temperatures. So when temperatures shift and fluctuate, remember there's fluid in there. It's very possible that it goes bad. That's no, oh, my skin looking fine. I always have this here, but I've been using so much product that I've kind of like, you know what, set her to the side. Obviously, this is like the 3rd one it's done, but I always want to use other product. Girl, yes. Okay, so I skipped that as my skincare product, which sucks. But we're gonna move right along to the Ladybug Glow. I'm gonna pop a primer on. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm gonna use the Tres Luce one because I always use Gerard Cosmetics. It's still my tried and true. However, I've been testing the Tres Luce one, and if you haven't seen it, go check out yesterday's video because I featured it in yesterday's video. Pero nena, let's just say my eyeshadow was amazeballs all day. I actually felt pretty bad removing my makeup because it looked amazing even at the end of the day after cooking, after being tired all day. It just worked. So we got that going on. I want to use one of these duochromes. Nothing new. I'm debating, do I want to use this one, which shifts to purple, or let's go with Wow. These are stunning. Look at that. So you can go in with your finger, but your finger's not gonna allow you the precision you would need to not make it super messy. You could use a brush. Most of the time, a flat synthetic brush would work. This is a fluffy eyeshadow brush by Alter Ego, and it worked wonders. You see, it just picked up and it did the most. So it works and it looks amazing. I dipped in twice and we've got full coverage on the eyeball. I'm very impressed with the Tres Luce primer for real. And since the duochrome is a different formula, I want to see if it's gonna perform just as well as it did yesterday. Because yesterday we used mattes. I'm gonna grab a dense but like rounded fluffer brush. What do I think? I think we're gonna dip into a little bit of the red. This is orange, by the way. I know it looks red. No, it's orange. The very tip. And with the very tip, I'm gonna go over the edge of that duochrome. And I'm gonna diffuse that edge. And I'm gonna go in circular motions and gently bring forward. I'm not gonna bring it forward all the way through. I think that's a mistake a lot of people do when they're starting off with pops of color. They're not 100% sure if it's gonna be for them. Just work it through gently. Red is a very strong color. You can do full on red all over the eye and it's gonna look amazing, but there's definitely a way to do that and other colors to play around with in order to make a nice combination, because red is definitely a very powerful color, just like black is. You know, that's one of those colors you have to kind of be careful with. I'm gonna bring it forward, keep blending. All right, and now that we have that, I'm gonna switch brushes. And then with another fluffy brush, I'm gonna dip into the purple and I'm gonna go over the edge of that red. Oh, wait, that's kind of, and then I will go over the edge of that red. With the purple, it's gonna look a little softer and not as intense because it could get a little crazy sometimes, especially when you're using such strong color like red and then a duochrome. You know, and as it shifts, you're like, what's going on the eyeball? So we're just gently synchronizing these shades so it'll work. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other eyeball. With a clean brush, I'm gonna dip into this corally shade, which is the lightest shade here. I'm gonna really make sure I tap out. You guys are questioning everything. Just work with me, okay? Just work with me. So I'm gonna blend and diffuse all of this here. I know, anyone that's new is like, what the heck is going on? Listen, the people who have been with me forever know it just works. Now I'm gonna dip into the black. I'm gonna tap that out here. We're gonna deepen the eye. And then with the same brush we used for the purple, we're just gonna go in circular motions here, bring up just gently. We're blending these colors into the duochrome. We would have lost a little bit of duochrome, which is fine, we'll just add a little more, but we definitely need a good blend. Now I'm gonna grab a little cotton round and I'm gonna use that to clean the outer edge on this. And if you're wondering what solution I'm using my Bioderma because it works wonders. I'm going to prep these lashes and pop them at the top. All right, this is what it's gonna look like with just lashes. Of course, we have to pop on some mascara, finish off the bottom of the eyes, but we can't do that because I have to apply makeup. So I'm gonna do my brows, I'm gonna apply my foundation, my concealer. I will come back so that we can set the under eye. And then once we've set the under eye, we can finish with the eyeshadow palette. Your girl is back. One eye is done and that's because I filmed that piece for TikTok, Shorts, Instagram, all of that. But I'm gonna do this eye with you guys. Look at the difference. Okay, and I did use the Beauty Creations powder. So before I move on in and show you the concealer and stuff, let me just show you what I applied on my face because you guys always want to know. In terms of bronzer, I use the ABH bronzer out of this trio. The foundation is the Cover FX Power Play. Mine is in, what are you, G60? My brows is the Benefit Goof Proof powder, my go-to. It is in the shade number 6. And then the concealer we're gonna use today is the Bobbi Brown it's the Skin Full Cover Concealer in the shade Honey. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of do one of these, like that, very lightly. This concealer is so freaking good. You only really need a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and clean out that edge. You can totally do this with a brush, but I find that the finish is a lot brighter and lighter and it doesn't look super greasy or heavy under the eye with a sponge. It's already brightening, it's not even set yet. We are going to do the banana powder by Beauty Creations. I thought it would have smelled like banana. It doesn't smell like banana. It is very, very, very fragrant. I grabbed some of the powder. I'm gonna remove excess on the back of my hand, kind of pushing it in, and then I'm gonna set the under eye. It is super brightening. I don't mind fragrance in my product. I don't really break out from fragrance in my product as long as the fragrance is nice. If it smells bad, then I'm just like, I'm not gonna use that. This fragrance is okay. It smells like it could be a deodorant or a very mature, oh, that's a lot. See how brightening it is? Or a very mature perfume for sure. I don't think everyone's gonna love the fragrance. I think it's gonna depend. But in terms of the actual product and its coverage, I mean, impressively brightening. So what I ended up having to do was go back in with the brush that I used for my bronzer and kind of bring this back to life so that we'll have a nice gradient between my under eye and my bronzer. Because this was like bright. I'm not mad at it though. It's very bright for glam. I don't think it's gonna be an everyday powder for every single person unless you like everyday glam like that. Okay. But let's move on. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the brush that I used with the duochrome. Go back into that duochrome. I'm gonna tap out, it's a creamier formula, so it's not like it's gonna have fallout like that, but just in case, you never know. And then I'm gonna drag some of that duochrome under the eye ever so gently because I wanna wrap the outer edge with the bottom of the eye. I'm gonna use the very tip and I'm gonna get as close to the inner corner as I can without making it too messy. Bring that all the way in. Okie dokie artichoke. If you watched yesterday's video, I never got around to using the doll paint in black by Toyco. So we're gonna do that today. I'm so excited about it. We're gonna go really dark under the eyeball. Ooh, when you get in that inner corner, it kind of tickles. And then I'm gonna build the mascara at the bottom. I'm gonna use the Wander Beauty upgraded lashes that I featured in yesterday's video because honestly, you guys, I'm very impressed with this mascara. It did the most for my lashes. I'm kind of really digging it. So I'm gonna fuse the top lashes with the falsies, just adding a very small amount of mascara, and then I'll build it at the bottom. Now I know you guys, we have to try the highlighter last. We're gonna get to that, but I know I'm gonna get questions on my blush. So the blush I used is my Pat McGrath Labs palette because this thing is stunning and I'm not over her. And then for the lips, I used 2 lip liners. I used the Beauty Vault in Cozy Kira on the perimeter of my lips, and then I filled it in with the Pillow Lip Cheat, oh my God. The Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. I cannot believe how bright the under eye is. It is insane. All right, now we can go ahead and try the highlighter. Again, the other one that I got was a very different shade. I want to say it was like a lavender or pink. And you guys said we got it in a Slay Glam or something like that. It's been a minute. It's been, I want to say 2 months since I got mine or something like that. So I don't really recall. But we're going to go ahead and try this one. Again, this one is in the shade. I don't know because it doesn't have a name. It's cool. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and just kind of like tap into. I love my skin matte like this. I'm going to do the highlighter on the skin because I know you guys are curious to see what that's going to look like. But I love my skin matte, that powder. Wow. Okay, Beauty Creations. You know, I mean, you kind of screwed up with the mask, but you hooked it up with that powder. Okay, so that's about as much as I want to apply. I want to wear the makeup for a few hours, and this looks so pretty on its own like this. Okay, tutu, a little bit on the tip of the nose. There you have your highlighter. I think it's nice. It's not emphasizing texture in a really nasty way. You can definitely tell I have texture, girl. My skin is going through some stuff, but it's not, it doesn't make it look ugly, chunky, heavy. So that's a good thing. All right, you guys, but here we have the completed look. Okay, my chica boom booms, you know it is time for a product roundup. The highlighter for the price point is pretty, it's nice, it's buildable, it does the job. I already own one very similar. I actually have higher end brands very similar to this, so this may end up going to one of my nieces, but it is a thumbs up. I think a full size product like this that is actually nice. It's not even decent, it's nice. It's a great inclusion in a $13 bag. The eyeshadow palette, girl, I feel like although the shades are very random, you do have to strategize what look to come up with and what colors to use. But once it's, I mean, it was blendable, it was pigmented, I didn't get fallout. I guess you're really getting a metallic and 2 duochrome. So for $30, I still think it's kind of highly priced considering that a lot of brands are featuring duochromes and you can get it for cheaper at this point. It surprised me with how well it performed and the look came together very nicely. I know some of y'all questioned me at one point or another. I promised you it would come together. And then we have the Beauty Creation products. So you already know how I feel about the mask. I've already reached out to my Eyescream Beauty contact, whom has let me know they are going to reach out to Beauty Creations with regards to this issue, just in case I'm the only one. Maybe there's another batch that's going through that. Hopefully, I am the only one that went through that moldy mask situation. That kind of sucks though, because at the end of the day, like, not that I need product, but everything else is still pretty good though for the price point, but still, so instead of 4 products, I ended up getting 3. It kind of is what it is. I'm not complaining due to the fact that the bag is free. However, if I was a paying customer, I probably would have been extra bummed. At the end of the day, it was a one-time use mask, so it's going to be what it's going to be. However, I think Beauty Creations redeemed themselves with this powder. I didn't even bake. Could you imagine if we were to bake? This is looking fantabulous, fantastico. It's looking smooth, beautiful, and it's a really good powder. Now, if I had to choose one item out of the entire bag that has surprised me, I know you guessed it, it's gonna be the Beauty Creations. This one, I expected duochromes to perform because Eyescream Beauty does not include duochromes in the bag and or box if they're not any good, okay? But I did not expect Beauty Creations to be what it is at this point when it came to this powder. They do have a lot of hit or misses, and this is gonna be a hit, girl, and this is gonna last forever. So I'm gonna tell you, if you're getting this, get excited. It's actually really, really good. Now that the unboxing, the final thoughts, and all of that is done, girl, let's talk about the Ofra Mystery Box winner. All right, I just made my selection. I hope I get it right. I'm gonna get the person's name right. I don't know about their state though. So the winner of the Ofra Mystery Box is going to be Felicia Rodriguez. I've seen your thumbnail picture before. You've been very active. You've been following me, I'm gonna say, for a good 6-7 months. So I really, really appreciate all the love and the support. You are from Naugatuck, Connecticut. I know I got the state right. I hope I got the city right. Felicia, make sure you check out your emails. I'm gonna go ahead and send you an email confirming that you are the winner. And I'm gonna need you to send me your shipping address so that I can mail out your prize. If you didn't win, do not worry. I like to do giveaways as often as I can. I get so much. I just wanna share the love with you guys. You support me, you show me love, you encourage me, and I just kinda wanna reciprocate and somehow have some sort of connection with you guys. Don't worry, I will have more giveaways coming soon. And if you're new to the channel, I wanna invite you to join our little family here on the YouTube by hitting the subscribe button below. I upload 6 days out of the week because I wanna make sure you have fun, ongoing content at all given times. And I'm gonna go ahead and recommend 2 videos here on screen I'm hoping you'll consider checking out. And if you do, I will see you guys over there. Bye guys.